Well, welcome back to FDR Community Housing Foundation.
Hey.
What's going on, Malik?
Somebody got a birthday coming up.
Who?
You!
You know, I can't believe I'm getting ready to hit 50.
That's a beautiful thing. You look amazing.
You know, I feel amazing to be. I don't remember getting 50. I don't know about you. I don't remember waking up. All I remember is getting my license at 16. I do not remember how I got to be 50.
Everything's a blur. It went so fast, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
it's fast.
I wouldn't do it over. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy to see youth take over in the world. Mm-hmm. And you know what, Malika? That's what this show is all about, building up communities and making sure our youth are the ones that's going to be leading the charge in the future.
Most definitely. That's a sign of true leadership, when you can teach others so that they can carry it on. That's a leader.
Well, you know what? That's what we do, right? That's what we want. Did you tell our guests today that when students come on, because we highlight young people on this show every Friday. So if you know someone that you want to highlight, you should call us. We will have them on the show. You could be white, black, Hispanic, Asian, gay, straight, trans. It doesn't matter. If you got somebody that you want to highlight, we want to help you, because we need good news in the community. Yeah,
we hear so much negativity out there, especially about our youth. So we've had some amazing youth on this show.
But I bet you didn't. I bet you did not.
He's falling apart over there.
You know, that's probably a good thing. But you know, I bet you didn't take care of one thing.
What?
I bet you didn't have her sign the document.
What document?
That when they come on this show, that you know, you're my Can TV, you're my Chicago Hill wife, and we actually take
your child.
So you know, just so you know, she's gonna become our child, our young person, but it's got to be made clear though. But I don't know if you told everything.
What I may have. What?
We don't pay college tuition.
You are the parental rights, but no fees.
Right. So who we got? Who's building up communities today?
We get all the good parts.
We get the good parts.
The fun times. Yes. The fun times. Well, we have with us today Kemone Hendricks. Now, she is a mother who is very active in the community. She actually has an organization that helps young girls throughout the community. And she started the whole Juneteenth parade on the North Shore. Yes.
Oh, you and I were talking. We talked about that. That's right.
Yes, she did. And she gave birth to a beauty queen who is about to be a doctor. Let me tell you about Kemone. This is what I love about Kemone. Kemone got her daughter involved in a mentorship to become a doctor while she was still young in high school.
Wow. But you know what's amazing about this? Yes. And I'm not getting ready to flirt with you, but I thought this was our beauty queen. I'm like, so.
Don't worry, I get it all the time.
So I'm like, well, you know, I think I know her, and so, but she's not a beauty queen?
Kemone is a beauty queen, and she gave birth to a beauty queen. Samari is absolutely just stunning and brilliant. She's going to be a medical mind that we're going to come to love and respect throughout the years. I feel it.
All right. Well, then let's come on, introduce our guests for today.
So our guest is my firstborn daughter, Semari Moore. She has brought so much joy into my life and so much joy into the Evanston community as a whole. She was the first Miss Teen Evanston. She paved the way for pageants in a community like Evanston, which, you know, really didn't know much about pageants, and I don't think really put it on the level. They thought it was just all about beauty, but she really showed young girls that you can be beautiful and educated and chase your dreams all at the same time, when she dedicated her platform to, the reason why she wanted to become a doctor and talk about all of those things. She's my firstborn. She has been through so much with me. I had her at a very young age. She is just truly, truly an amazing person, and someone that I look up to, someone that inspired me to do the things that I do today and be a better person, be a better woman, and grow up so that she can have something to look up to. I didn't attend college, and seeing her, away at college right now, hopefully I don't get emotional, but, it's something that is just truly amazing. And I kind of see my vision coming to life kind of like through her. So I'd like to introduce you all to Semari Diamond Moore.
But one question before she comes on. Is she pretty smart?
She is very intelligent. She is great. The epitome of beauty and brains, with intuition and everything else you can really want to embody, during your time on this earth, and, a very giving person as well.
Well, let's meet her. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, Samari.
Samari, are you there?
Is she still with us?
She's here. So I see her. Can you guys not see her?
We're about to see her right now. And Samari, there you are.
She is.
She's fighting to get in. Let me in. Look at her.
Hi, Samari.
All right, Samari. What, how you doing? What school do you go to right now?
I'm currently a freshman at Texas Southern University in Census.
In Texas. I see something on your sweater. It says HBCU.
All right now.
So, what is an HBCU? What is an HBCU? For those that don't know.
An HBCU is a historically Black college and university. It is a school that is predominantly African American. It is a school that African Americans that went to when they didn't have an option to go to either Baylor or Texas State University, any little PWI, predominantly white institute that was in Texas, they all sent us African Americans to one school, and that was us, Texas Southern University.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. And you chose to go to a predominantly Black university. Did you make the right choice?
I think I made a great choice personally for myself. Coming from Evanston, I wanted to experience a little bit more diversity and see a little bit more of my culture, since I kind of felt like I was missing out a little bit of that in Evanston. When I get here, it was a little bit more of a culture shock. I didn't really blend in with everyone. Everyone kind of was like, oh, where are you from? Like, I have a quote unquote accent to them because I'm a little bit more of a proper speaker. I don't have much slang. And then I say Chicago, and they're kind of like, are you sure? And I was like, but I'm from the north side. And then they're like, well, that makes sense. So I think personally it was just a good adjustment to lifestyle, because when I do become a doctor, I kind of want to do focus on helping African Americans. So I felt like if I kind of got a backstory to more areas that are like have more poverty, then I feel like I'd be able to adjust more and help more with the more relations, because my school isn't kind of a poverty institution, or not. It's not a poverty institution, but the location is in the greater ward down south, which is not really an area that you want to grow up in per se.
Yeah.
Now, Samari, I remember talking to you several years ago when you were a baby, and you wanted to be a plastic surgeon. I mean, this girl had big dreams, plastic surgeon, and she wanted to go into, like she said, low-income areas and help them for free. I was like, this girl is amazing. So what sort of medicine are you looking to go into now?
I'm still looking into plastic surgery.
Oh,
okay.
She want to make a lot of money.
Yes, she does.
That's
that
about.
Is her.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah, I think that, by the time you get your degree and your licenses, I'm going to want to be 30 again. So I'll be looking out for you to see if you can hook a brother up, because I know you you like black people and you want to help us. You know, HBCU. You know, I just want to look good.
LaShawn, she has already gave a talking to us family members that we can't be coming up in there expecting free this and free that.
So
she already laid it out. No hookups.
She already laid it out. Like she's gonna have to limit her service to us. We can't be all. I'm like,
no hookups.
all right. Well, you know what? I don't blame you, because you know what? You cannot pay your bills and buy that G-Wagon with the hookups. You know, you're gonna. What can you do? Yeah. No, don't give no hookups. You get paid. You know, you deserve
I know
it.
you guys are gonna be all in my office.
You know, what would you?
Wow.
What would you tell people that's aspiring to be a freshman in college? You know, there must be challenges that, you know, they will have to overcome. What are they?
Personally, I feel like one of the biggest challenges when it comes to being a freshman, or in general, a lot of people have hesitation with going out of state. I am currently in Houston, Texas, and I've been here since August. I feel like I was scared to leave home, but probably being away from home was a great decision for me. When it comes to being out of state, I feel like I have more of a mindset and a mental set that I'm here to do what I'm supposed to do. Now, if I was home, I would still have the same mentality, but I would have family on my back. I would have a lot more stress. Now, being here and being away and knowing what I have to do, I feel a lot more ease. And going through my freshman year, it's a little bit more easier than I expected it to be.
Really? Because you automatically, you have to take responsibility, and you know what you've been taught, and you're prepared. You have the discipline because you went through the process of being well raised and taught the process, so you're ready.
Yes, Kemone did a good job. She prepared her, because, you know, a lot of kids go out of state and it's time for them to come back home after first quarter. They got to come back. Yeah, so, I mean, that says you did a lot, Kemone. And Samari, are you planning on staying on the pageant circuit, or is that just one accomplishment and you're moving on?
I still haven't made my decision yet, but I told myself that my freshman year I would focus on my education, and if I could get through that easily, then I would hop back onto the pageant train. Well, the good thing is when we attend HBCUs, we do have such things as Miss Freshman, Miss Sophomore, Miss Junior, Miss Senior, Miss TSU. So I've been thinking about competing for Miss TSU. It hasn't started yet, but I think I'd be a great candidate for that. So I'm pretty excited. So I think I'm going to continue on the train.
Now, you know, I want to ask, what made you decide to pick plastic surgery? I mean, do you look at people and be like, I could fix that, I could work on that? Like, what made you decide to pick that sort of medicine?
I was in between psychology, neurology, and plastic surgery, but I chose plastic surgery because when people look at me, they're like, oh, you're a really pretty girl. And, you know, like people are really about my looks. And I kind of want to have a point that it's not always about your looks, but then the mental state of being about your looks also betters people. So if I can help you better your looks to help you, I will do that.
So is it about looks, or is it about
It would be about looks.
Yeah, it is. It's got to be about looks. Tighten stuff up. You know,
tighten it up.
Tighten it up.
We're all making a list now.
Who do you see in the entertainment world right now that has the best work? Who's got the best plastic surgeon out there? And you're like, oh, no, they really took care of that guy or that lady. Do you look at that?
Yeah, I do. And then I look at that when it's like, could have done better. Because you know, I follow Dr. Miami on Snapchat, and I love watching like his procedures because he puts like all of it out there, like all the nipping, all the tucking, all the fat being shown, all the cutting, and I like like that. He has really great outcomes at the end of everything that he does.
I mean,
So I
did
like
Jennifer
the before
Lopez?
and after.
But you got to give me some names. Did Jennifer Lopez? Did
Oh,
she?
you want celebrities?
Yeah.
Oh, you celebrities?
Jennifer Lopez,
Jennifer Lopez, she
pretty
looks great to
natural.
me.
I
Huh?
think she's
Yeah.
natural.
She's not natural.
Really
She's
natural.
natural.
She didn't get nothing done.
He's not. But
I think she's natural.
Well, I wouldn't know. She's just too natural to me. Then she looked good. I thought she had something done.
Now, the Kardashians.
Oh, that's who I'm thinking.
You're thinking about the Kardashians.
Yeah, the Kardashians.
What do you think
I
of all
think-
that work?
Kim is a little fake looking, but Chloe has had the biggest transition to what she looks like now that I'm kind of like, you've done too much. Like, she is way more slimmer than she's ever looked. Her face is really slim. Like, if you watch like the transition between her, it's Chloe for me personally. I know Kim doesn't look the best, but Chloe has a lot changed. about her.
You say Kim who?
Kim Kardashian.
She
Kim
don't-
Kardashian
yeah.
looks a little fake,
She-
but Khloe Kardashian, she's had such a 360
Mhm.
that it's like a no.
Yeah.
So you would know when to tell, people you've had enough. Like, I'm not going to do any more
Yeah.
work on you.
Yeah, that's what you say now. Wait till those, you give your clients what they want, but that's a good point. So with all the money that you're going to make, this show is about highlighting the young people and how they're going to make the world a better place. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you have plans to be a good citizen and to give back. What's going to be your mission besides making money and making people look younger and better?
Making them
My
more
big
beautiful.
mission is to help with the insurance prospect. That was my platform when I was competing in pageants. I just feel like, once again, bringing it back to poverty, people in poverty don't have the best health insurance plans. They don't have the best medications or access to simple things as that. I just feel like with the money that I have, with knowledge and with my educated background, I'll be able to, take into politics a little bit. So I do have a minor in criminal justice, and take into politics and to look into health insurance where it can be more broader for people in poverty, have more options for people in poverty, help more people that are in poverty.
That's really noble, and that's necessary because the health disparities could diminish if people had health insurance and knew how to use it. So that's pretty good. I thought you were going to say you was going to write checks. You're like, well, I'm going to be giving my money away. But I guess you will be using...
I mean, I'll always donate, but I want to...
No, but that's really good to be able to know that you're going to use government to make government do what it's supposed to do, because that's the only way. To hear a young person say that I'm going to use my time, talent, resources to make sure that I get engaged in the democratic process is very commendable.
Yes, absolutely. And she knows you, so when she's ready to write that legislation on insurance,
Yeah,
There we
that's
go.
absolutely right. We will help you, and Malika and I, we work well together on public policy. So you don't have to wait until you graduate and until you become a doctor. You could start now. What's the number one challenge that you find being a teenager, one, and now I have to put in there a female, and then a black? All of those, unfortunately, are challenges in America. You may not see it. You may feel that everything is okay. I don't know. What's your number one challenge as a youth?
I would say my number one... I have to think about this.
All right, let me help you. Don't give me your challenge. Tell me broadly. What do you see overall being an issue for young people?
Just education in general. A lot of people aren't going to college anymore. A lot of people feel like as if college is just the time. A lot of people feel as if, you know, they could just take the easy way of life. But, you know, like sometimes you got to dig a little bit more deeper. You know, like they do say everybody has their mind on money. They do say that people that do go to college have more chances of getting paid more. But, you know, people don't want to waste their time, have debt, sit in 4 more years of school. But I'd say do it. If you're thinking about the money and you're thinking about your future life, that's what I always do. I always think about the future. I like to live a lavish life. I like my eyelashes done, my hair done, my nails done. So for me to get that done, for me to keep up with myself, I need to go to college, do what I have to do so I can continue living the way I would like to live. And once again, everybody my age now has their mind on money. So you got to do what you got to do to get the money that you want.
Yeah, I have noticed that the younger generation, they are very much about money.
Yeah.
I wasn't that money conscious when I was their age, were you?
Oh yeah, I was always making money. You know,
Wasn't either.
Yeah,
I wasn't either,
you
Malika.
know-
I think it is more the newer generation.
Well, the guys always have to make
Well,
money.
yeah.
You know,
Guys.
there's no way I could survive as a male if I'm trying to take somebody to the movies, buy some
That's
popcorn.
true.
So I needed
That's
money.
true. That's true.
You know, here's your chance also to tell your mother to send the money. you could
She's
say
in
it
my
right
phone
now.
all the time. Okay, you don't need to tell her to ask for money.
You know, I mean, here's
All
your
the
chance.
time.
I mean, because you don't have to waste a
I
call.
do work.
There you go.
Oh, you do work? You work?
Yeah.
Oh,
Job.
okay. Where do you do?
I'm a lifeguard at my school recreation
Very
center. It's like our big gym. I'm a lifeguard there.
Okay.
fantastic. That's
Awesome.
a good thing. I mean, Evanston, when you come back home, I think that you coming back.
Is she coming
No,
back?
you don't have to break the news now.
She'll be here in the summer.
You don't have to break the news to your
I'll be
mother
back.
now. You know, we could wait until the summer to see if you're going to have a job there, and if you're coming back. But you know, but there you get a nice job at the beach. I think she might be the only black lifeguard over there. If she,
Yeah, we've got issues with the lifeguards in Evanston.
Yeah, we want to hold off.
Might want to hold off
Hold
on
off
that.
on the jobs at the beach. We don't want Mama Kemone coming around there.
Yeah, Kemone. Yeah, I have to fill you in on that later.
Okay. Well,
But no, there's plenty of lifeguard opportunities at, different places.
Yes.
it pays well. A lifeguard pays well.
It does.
Yeah, and so I wish you all the best. What advice do you give boys? You know, the question would normally be, what advice do you give young people your age? What advice do you give males, the boys that's growing up?
Ooh, okay.
I
Here we
got to write a
go.
book.
My advice that I would give the boys is stay off the streets, become educated. Think about your future. Think about what you want to do. You can have people in your ears and have a different mindset. Follow your heart. Don't listen what other people have to do. Don't try and hop on the train as everybody else, because everybody likes to hop on to other people, do what other people do. Be your own person. Once again, go to school. I'm always going to advocate for people to continue going to school, because what is it going to? It's not going to hurt you. It's going to further your knowledge, further your future. So stay off the streets, guys. Go to school, get an education, find a girl, because we know y'all obsessed with girls. There's a lot of girls in college.
That's right.
More ways to drag you into going to school. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
And well, I commend you, Smart, because the industry is not that many of us in the medical field, especially like at North Shore. I mean, I was just looking for a doctor on the system, looking for a black doctor, and not one popped up. Not one.
Wow.
Not one.
Yeah.
Not one. So
That's crazy.
we need more. Are there how many students would you say are actually wanting to be doctors that you've met in your class at Texas Southern? Are there a lot of you?
There's a lot of there's probably about 3,000 of us. But
Okay.
at my school, we do have a pharmacy school.
Okay.
So I already go to schools with doctors per se. So we do have like our Thurgood Martial Law School, and then we do have a pharmacy school as well. So there's actually a lot of us.
Okay. Good.
But if I
good.
was to be honest, the pharmacy school is taken up by Asians. Yes, I go to an HBCU, but it's always open to everybody. But about 60% of our pharmacy school students are Asian.
So
Okay.
there are two more questions I have. I don't know how many more Malika has. But I have a 17-year-old daughter that's getting ready to go away to college. What advice would you give me as a parent? Because we want to listen to young people. What's the advice you give me as a parent?
As a parent, I would say be open to letting go. And, as a college student, I do not let go. It's your kid, but just be open to, that they're going off to school. They're not going to be around you so often. I mean, I want you to stay on your child's back, make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do. But then also that does take a lot of mental toll on your child as well, because it's like, I have to be perfect. I have to do this. So you need to have a mutual understanding of there's going to be, like days when she's not going to communicate with you. She may be
Is that right?
studying,
She's not going
to
really?
There's days when I don't talk to my mom because I'm so busy with work, studying, class. Like I have a whole bucket load on my back. So I just feel like when it comes to you, you have to be understanding. Communication is key, always check up on her, make sure that she's okay. Because once again, mental health is a big thing and college is a big load on your head. It takes a lot out of you. Just always make sure she's okay. Be okay with letting go, understanding that she's not going to be home for so long.
Oh, wow. So should I expect her to, if I text her, will she text me back the same day or it might be 2 days?
It may not be the same day, but you'll get a response back.
I mean, because I'm wondering, I'm glad you're teaching me this because, I could get on a plane and if she don't text me, because, for her whole life, she's always responded. So you're telling parents that's going to change. Malika?
She's going to have a life now.
Well, let me give you a little advice that I received, LaShawn, is to the communication part, like Samari was saying, what you should do, and this is something that one of my friends told me because she has a daughter away at college. It's like her third year now, right? So you want to talk about that ahead of time, right? Like, how is the communication going to go? Should we text every day? Should we only text during emergencies? Should we, because you also want to make sure that she's okay, right? So you, like you said, you not getting a text message the next day, you don't want an alarm to go off. But if you guys had set up like, hey, I do expect you to text me every day. If you're busy, then you'll text, what I'm saying? So you actually want to talk about that ahead of time. Like, how is that communication going to go? And of course, it could change over time as well. In the beginning, you guys are going to be texting more often. And then, so you want to set that up. So when there is a lapse, you know when to freak out and when not to.
Well, I'll tell you, if you ever need flight information, money to go, surprise, can we pay surprise visits? Can I do that? Or did she cut me off?
I wouldn't advise that. I wouldn't advise that.
So no surprise visits?
No.
Okay, no surprise visits.
No.
Maybe she really won't talk
any ideas either, Kemone.
Well, Malika, what else? We got a few more minutes.
Yes. Well, Kemone, you run an organization that helps a lot of young girls, and then you got Samari involved in a mentoring program, but because of COVID, it had to stop. So what was the name of that program that fed into her about being a doctor? I thought that was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was. So it's called the I Am Abel Foundation, and I'm sure they are picking up now to some capacity. But due to COVID, everything kind of came to a halt and, stopped. And so basically it is to mentor young Black children, boy, girl, whatever you are, who have an interest in the medical field. It's led by a Black doctor. I mean, it's just an amazing, amazing program. So I definitely encourage anyone who has a child who is interested in the medical field. They, take the kid under your wings. You get a one-on-one mentor. You get to shadow them. You have clinics. It's just a really, really great, well-rounded program focused on growing more Black doctors.
So what was that program like for you, Samari? Like, what did you pick up? What did you pick up that kept you going, kept that dream going? Because oftentimes kids will change their mind, as they get older. Like, oh, I wanted to be a doctor. Well, now I want to be, I don't know, president or something. So what was it about that program?
It was just the inspiration. Like, when I went through the program, it was kind of sort of a situation where it was like, I'm going to tell you the goods and I'm going to tell you the bads. It's, when it came down to everything, we talked about percentages a lot. We talked about how we weren't in the equation as much as other races were. We were not included as much as we were. And so going back, one reason I chose an HBCU is because this is where we went because we were not included. I don't want to become something where I was not included in. I like to be involved in every situation. I would like to have a voice. I like to speak out. So me inserting myself into situations where I know I can be heard is what I like to do. I was thrown into a situation where it was, okay, you want to be a doctor. Go into this mentorship, speak to people that struggled like you, went through the same thing as you, can be upfront and honest about everything. And if you can take it and handle it, then proceed. And that's what I was able to do.
Well, you've done a fantastic job, and we're very proud of you. We're going to share your story, and you will inspire many people just like you've inspired us and your family. And so thank you for being with us this evening. And I know there's better things for you to be doing right now, and you're thinking about it. And did you want to tell your mom what's on your agenda for this evening?
No.
Thank you, LaShawn, because I have no idea. This is like the first time I'm seeing her visually in like a few weeks now.
Well, we're here for you, Mom. So
thank you.
It's about 6 o'clock. I'm gonna go downstairs to the caf, get some food. I'm probably gonna take a nap because I've been at work all day.
Oh wait, a nap? You gotta take a nap.
Loves naps.
That means you're gonna get up, and then you gotta do something after you get. No, you're gonna go to bed.
I still have to study and do homework.
All right, there you go. Well, thank you so very much, and we wish you all the best. And we're very happy you are experiencing the HBCU, and we look forward to your contributions as a model citizen.
Yes, thank you so much, Samari. Thank you, Kemone. Thank you both.
Thank you, guys.
All right, have a good evening. Bye-bye.
You as well. Bye-bye.
Well, that's another child of ours.
Yes,
and, but
our first daughter.
Yeah, it is, but we're not paying her tuition.
Right.
Well,
right.
This was great. So I look forward to next week when we have another adoption.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
This has been FDR Community Housing Foundation. I'm LaShawn Ford and
Malika Gardner.
See you next week.